Hi again, everybody. I want to give you a video on dialogue rules and to put it in a format that you can access this whenever you want because it's really important to nail down these rules. So that's what this 5 minutes will be about. Before I run through them, I again want to encourage you to use dialogue in almost anything that you write. It makes the writing pop off the page, gives it a different voice, a little variety. You like to read it, others like to read it, so use it. But if you don't know the rules, then it becomes a bit of a problem. So you're at the point now where you're getting so close to knowing all the little things. So let's take one more step and really get it down here. Okay, so here are the rules. I'm not going to read them all. I'm going to present them to you in a different way. But here they all are. The slide will be up on Google Classroom for you to consult whenever you want to. Here's the list of all the things. So rather than just read them, let us look at a sample, one that we have seen already, but the dialogue is really good in it. So, and also I just finished reading it. So just take a look at it and I will remind you of these things and then present them to you again, and you will apply this in your own writing. First thing, first rule of writing dialogue is make sure that you put quotation marks around the words that are spoken. If it's not spoken, don't do it. There's a way for me to get a marker up here. Okay. I don't know if it's worth it for the time here, but that helps to focus it a little bit here. Where, again, quotation marks around the dialogue. So take a look there. Notice that it is indented. All dialogue gets indented. And to know that as you move on to a different paragraph, it also gets indented. We have a different speaker, new paragraph. But again, look closely here. Quotes at the beginning and at the end. A comma is in there. A lot of you are using periods. Put a comma to separate what is spoken from who says it. You capitalize the first letter of quotations. Again, just to look at a few other things, how do I get rid of that? Okay, I can move it down here to other things here, like look at this question in here. Let me focus that a little bit here. So we have a question and it is not capitalized afterwards. Important is to put a period at the end there of all of this. Whenever you have any quotation, period at the end of the lines. Some of you are not having anything at all. So this really is about it, but it's a lot of different things. So to show it to you in a slightly different way, let me go to a different page. And here we go. So this is what we had for the dialogue quiz last week. To run through it pretty quickly, remember, indent your paragraphs. So here it is up against the margin, hit tab. All of these are separate paragraphs because you're changing the speaker. Bob is speaking, and then Mary, and then Bob, and then Mary again. So these are the rules here. Quotation marks beginning and the end, a comma that's inside the quotes, a period at the end. When you have a question mark, that's the only punctuation mark you need there, a small a, period at the end. This is that direct address comma. We're directly speaking to him. Punctuation mark here to separate who spoke from what they say. A comma, not a period, a comma. Capitalize that first letter, period at the end. And then with thoughts, you don't put quotation marks, you capitalize that and a comma there. So this is it for the most part. There's a couple of things people are doing that are kind of mistakes occasionally, like they are putting a quote at the beginning and then quotes at the end of a sentence, at the start of another one. No, you don't need to do this. Are you coming home? It's been a long time, said Maria. Just a quote at the beginning and a quote at the end. Even if this goes on for a long time, one quote in the beginning, one quote at the end. The other mistake I was seeing is people are occasionally doing this where they have a paragraph that ends with this. He picked up the phone and he said, and then they go to a new paragraph to write, who is this? No. Put that all together. He picked up the phone and he said, Who is this? Okay, so this is the rules, but it takes a lot of refining and practice. So now you're going to go back to the things you have written, things you have written, and you will apply these things to it. Really hyper focus on each one of these things. I'll walk you through it and help you. Okay, so this video is up on Google Classroom for you to watch whenever you want. I'll probably put it up on YouTube as well. Thanks, everybody.